In this tutorial, I'm going to describe how to use the Cultivation Tracker inside GreenKeeper. This is a brand new feature that's been developed with the help of DryJect to help turfgrass managers keep track of their cultivation events, but more importantly, predict how their cultivation events, things like top dressing, aerification, sand injection with the DryJect machine, are all influencing organic matter levels at different layers within their profile. So let's check it out. Click on cultivations first, and the first thing you're going to need to do is it's going to prompt you to add some weather normals. This is something that's going to be automated here shortly, but we wanted to get things live here in the meantime. And so to do that, you can click on this website to get your weather normals at your location. And so we're going to pick Nebraska for me, and it's going to say the city. So I'm going to go grab Lincoln, Nebraska. There we go, Lincoln, Nebraska. We'll just grab it from the airport. And now I can see my weather normals. And so what I'm going to do quickly here is just enter in the average temperature in degrees Fahrenheit. If you're in Celsius in your GreenKeeper account, you can enter it in Celsius. And then that will drive the growth models that will predict organic matter accumulation and decay over the course of the year. So I'm going to do that really quick now. So I'm back in GreenKeeper. I'm going to push edit weather normals, and then I can start putting in those normals. All right, I got them all entered in, and now I'll push save. So now it's showing if I had 0 levels of organic matter in this area, where my organic matter levels would be trending over the next 3 years. And so if we go to say our potting greens, it's going to show the same graph, but now with our potting greens. So if you are someone that does soil testing with like a 246 centimeter type measurement, or 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, 4 inch, this is really the way that I think the turf industry is going in terms of soil testing. And so what you can do then is, once you've got those results, we can do add soil organic matter levels. So we pick the date, and we'll just for kicks, we'll start just on January 1. This year, maybe we sampled, and that's the date. And then we come in and say, okay, I have 4% in my top inch organic matter, and I had 2.5 in my next, and then I had 1.5 and 1 and 0.5. I push save. Now I can see where's my organic matter at right now. If I hover over it, it shows there's my organic matter levels right on January, at the end of January of 2021. And so these dots represent where the model thinks that organic matter levels are going. So where did this model come from? This model came from Ohio State, Dr. Ed McCoy and Jeff Brabelt at DryJect. So for years of measuring and looking at soil organic matter levels at different depths, they built this really advanced model that accounts for things like accumulation by the plant, decay of organic matter by soil microbes, and then the change in organic matter level from things like top dressing and cultivation. So it's a very, very advanced model. And so what's great is because it can help superintendents build a plan for the next few years to figure out where their organic matter levels are going. So obviously, if I'm not doing anything here right now, I'm starting at 4%, and at the end of year 3, I'm up to 6.5% in my top inch. So now what I'm going to try to do is build some kind of a program so that I can keep it at my 4% level, if that was my goal. And everyone will have different goals, but let's just say I want to keep it at 4% in my goal. So we can come in here now and start adding cultivation events that you plan to do over the next 3 years. So push event, and you pick the date. So maybe on April 1st, I'm planning on doing a DryJect injection. I'm going to do my units in inches. I'm going to do it 3 inches deep, and I'll do it on a 3 by 2 inch spacing. So I know my surface area affected is 2.2%. If I wanted to top dress with this, I could, but in this scenario, I'm not, and so I'm just going to leave it right there and push save. And so now I have my DryJect application being tracked. Now I can do another event. Let's add a sand top dressing. So top dressing, what material? There's a whole bunch of materials that you can select. Again, this is going to be expanded so that you can add and edit your own types of specific materials, but for now there's different types. So we're going to do top dressing with dry sand, and I can either do amount, so maybe I'm going to put 15 tons, and that would tell me how for over the entire putting green area, or I can put in a specific depth. So maybe I want to do 0.03 inches, and then it tells me how many tons of sand I need, and I can save that. Oh, don't forget the date. So this would be later on in April. And so now you notice is the organic matter levels are starting to change. And so as we keep adding our events, we can manipulate when do we need to time top dressing, when should we time cultivation, to avoid these areas in which we have a real rapid increase in organic matter, and then maybe not do as much intensive cultivation during periods in which organic matter levels are not accumulating very rapidly. And so those are times that I could maybe safely back off on cultivation and not have to worry about any kind of detrimental effects of that. So we're really excited to offer this tool. If you want to edit, if you want to copy, like you say, you're top dressing over and over, the copy tool is very convenient. You can just come in and add a whole bunch of events really quickly by pushing the copy button and pushing save. And now we can really see that the organic matter levels are going kind of where we want them to be, because we are just copying those applications over. So give this a shot. I think this is something that's really helpful. Again, huge thanks to DryJect for helping us bring this to GreenKeeper. It was a big lift to have all of this advanced predictive modeling in GreenKeeper, but it really is the future of where GreenKeeper is going. So try it out, give us some feedback. We're going to continue to improve this feature and many of the other features in GreenKeeper this summer. Let us know, and we hope that this tool can help you in 2021.